there was a camaraderie that you felt with ball players then that I don't think you get today. Now, granted, not everybody liked everybody. I mean, it's like anything else. You put together a bunch of people, you're going to find guys who don't like each other on a team. And I mean, you had to get used. You went to 7 teams. I mean, in a career of what, 13 years in the majors, you went to 7 teams, so you had to get to learn and be friendly with
Yeah,
people
they kept
pretty
telling me
quickly.
I was too valuable to keep. Yeah, like
But
I said, they kept telling me I was too valuable to keep. I mean, what the hell does that mean?
what is it about? I mean, again, we're kind of looking at the years in the 70s and the 80s. What is it in your estimation that made that time so unique and so special when it came down to the ball players and guys like you mentioned, Gaylord Perry, Ferguson Jenkins, Sparky Lyle, great names, legendary names of the game, all just having fun and being a part of the sport. What was it that made it special?
Well, we had some very interesting personalities back then, and we all lived together on the road. You didn't have the money you did now, so you're defending yourself, defending your dollars. We could go out to a bar or a restaurant and raise hell and didn't have to worry about it showing up on YouTube or Facebook the next day. I mean, you can't do that stuff now. And back then, the older players would take the younger players under their wing and teach them the game. I don't care if you were in a bar getting smoked or at a restaurant having supper. When you were with the older guys, they were doing nothing but talking baseball. I can remember being with Boog Powell one night in a bar, and we might have had 1 or 10 beers, feeling no pain. And I said to Boog, I says, I throw this slider outside to these big hitters, and they don't even offer at it. I mean, it's like they know what's coming. And Boog looks at me and he says, "Damn rookie," he says, "a big power hitter early in the count is looking for something on the inside half the plate he can pull and drive. That's where his power is, on the inside half the plate." He said they're just conceding the outside half the plate until they get behind in the count. He said, don't throw that slider off the plate the first pitch. Throw a fastball on that outside corner. They'll take it 90% of the time. Then you can come back with a slider away because they can't be as selective. Okay, so all this is hitting gray matter. And so next time I'm out there, Boog's on first and uh, playing first base, and I'm pitching and get somebody big up like a Winfield and throw the fastball in the outside corner. And you can see the hitter's stride opening up his hips and opening up his front shoulder to clear his hands so he can pull that inside pitch. The pitch is on the outside half the corner. He takes it for strike one. So next pitch, I throw a slider down and away, and now he goes for it. Can't be as selective. Strike two, throw a fastball up and in to get him off the plate, then throw another fastball in the outside corner. Strike three. And I look over at Boog at first, and he kind of shakes his head. You can hear him mumble under his breath, "Damn rookies." But that they were teaching you the game, even though they were buying your drinks and getting you medium well. They were always talking the game, and I learned more about pitching from hitters sitting in a bar talking to them than I ever did from a pitching coach, because you got the perspective of how they approach the game, and therefore you could use it against them.
Jim, why do you think that went away? Because it doesn't
Well,
happen anymore. You don't see that kind of
because you've
off the
got a
field
veteran
camaraderie anymore.
you've got a veteran making 5 million these days, which is good money, but you got a kid that's been there 2 or 3 years making 30 million. And so consequently, I think a lot of it is that kid simply doesn't have the respect for the veterans they used to. The veterans aren't going to hang around with the kids like they did. I mean, I think a lot of the veterans took us out to drink just to screw with us because we were entertainment for the night. You know, I can remember sitting in the room with Dennis Eckersley and Rick Manning when we were 75, 76, and listening to Fritz Peterson, Boo Powell, and Pat Dobson tell stories and laughing so hard that your cheeks hurt the next day.